Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for all your love and support. If you like my videos, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Today we're making gluten-free chicken fingers. I'm gonna say from a chef's perspective, we don't always love these trends that come through. And gluten-free has been one of the ones that's been kind of challenging. So these days, we've been doing a lot of shopping at Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Sprouts, and I gotta say, the quality of the gluten-free products that are coming out are really fantastic these days. We've been trying a whole bunch of different ones. The gluten-free flour has been great. In this video, we're going to use some gluten-free rice crumbs. It's kind of like a panko breadcrumb, and it's been really cool to see these products get better and better. So we're going to get started with gluten-free chicken fingers. So let's hit it. Okay, so we got one of these chicken breasts off one of my whole cut chickens, and what we're going to do is we are going to slice it in half. Just getting in there, slicing it as best we can. One side ended up a little bit too thin, but that's okay. The right side here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that in half, and I'm going to cut this one in half too. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to season the chicken with salt and pepper. I'm going to grab the fresh grinder here and just put some fresh cracked pepper on there, because we want to have everything seasoned. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our classic breading station, starting with flour, our gluten-free flour. So we got that in one of our bowls. We're going to crack an egg into the second bowl, and then the rice crumbs, the gluten-free rice crumbs, there we go, we're going to go into the third bowl. That's our classic restaurant-style breading station: flour, egg, breadcrumbs. Next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to season the flour, and I'm going to season the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs you kind of got to season pretty heavily, or else you get a bland bite when you bite into that chicken finger. So that the breading especially has to be nice and seasoned. You can see I put in 2 or 3 pinches of salt and pepper. You can season the egg as well if you like, but I usually just do the flour and the egg. Next thing I'm going to do is just going to add a little bit of water to that egg. It just thins it out a little bit, and I'm just going to mix it up. So we have our seasoned chicken, our gluten-free flour, our egg wash, and our seasoned rice crumbs, and then a plate for where it's going to land. So now we're going to start the breading process. So we're going to put the wet chicken into the dry flour. We're going to pat off all the flour. You don't want any excess. Then you're going to switch your hands from your dry hand to your wet hand and go into the egg and fully coat everything. Pulling off that excess, you don't want it to be all drippy, and then switching back to the dry hand, we are going to put it into the rice crumbs. And then you really want to press it in there and make sure that the rice crumbs really stick to the egg, and you don't want it to be wet. We're going to wash, rinse, repeat until they're all breaded up. So now we're going to start to fry the chicken, and we've chosen to use coconut oil. This is actually the first time I've ever fried in coconut oil, but we're going to do a shallow fry. So there's about a 1/4 inch of oil in the pan, and we're just going to heat it up nice and hot. So we're going to begin to shallow fry our chicken fingers in the coconut oil, and we're not going to crowd the pan. So I'm just going to put 3 pieces in here, and we're just looking to give it some color. So now that it has some color, I'm just going to flip it over and just get some color on the other side. Now that we have color on both sides, I'm going to transfer it to a sheet pan that's lined with parchment, and we're going to pop it into the oven just to finish the cooking. I've preheated the oven to 375. I'm going to pop it in for about 7 minutes. While the chicken's cooking in the oven, I'm going to quickly make up some honey mustard sauce. So we start with a few dollops of mayonnaise. I'm using 2 different types of mustard here. I've got a spicy brown mustard, Grainy mustard would be really great as well. And I have a yellow ballpark mustard. Then we're going to hit it with the honey. I got about a tablespoon here, but I ended up adding an extra tablespoon when we were all finished because it wasn't quite sweet enough. Salt and pepper. You want something acidic in there because everything's just super rich. Mustard, mayonnaise, so the lemon juice adds something acidic. And a little bit of hot sauce. You won't even taste it, but it's just going to add that little layer of flavor. As you can see, I stirred it up here and it's still a little bit lumpy, so I'm going to grab the whisk and we're going to whisk it out till it's nice and smooth. Done. Chicken fingers are out, and I'm going to temperature check it, 165 for bone out chicken, and we are sitting at, boom, 178, there we go, nice and hot. Okay, always checking more than one piece, nice and hot on that one too. Check the inside, no pink, there we go, looks perfect. We're going to serve the chicken fingers with a little arugula salad and some green goddess dressing here. You always season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Makes your salad taste way better. Just going to mix it up here. There we go. Gluten-free chicken fingers with arugula salad and honey mustard dipping sauce. There we go.
Hey, thanks for watching today's episode on gluten-free chicken fingers. The texture of the chicken fingers of the rice panko ended up being a little bit similar to cornmeal. It was nice and crispy on the edges. You could taste the coconut oil just a little bit. You could probably smell it more than you could taste it. But it was nice to get away from some canola oils and some other oils and try something a little bit healthier. It was a lot of fun making this episode, and I hope you enjoy it.